In this video, we will review the headcount certification process in Nova for the Perkins Fund. So once you have your account created and have logged in, you would navigate to Programs, find Perkins under the Programs menu, and then within that submenu of Perkins, you will see Headcount. Then you'll find some filters across the top that you'll be able to use to more easily find your district or by status. You'll see that all the districts are listed with the current year and the status of their headcount certification. So find your district. Let's click on Cabrillo. And there are two scenarios. The first scenario that I'll run through is where the current year headcount is correct and can be certified. So what we would do, we would simply click yes. The other required field would be to add a project director. So the person's name that I put in this field will be given permissions to be able to edit the district's 1C application in Nova. So I can add a Nova user here. And if the person that I want to add to this field and give these permissions does not have a Nova account, if I can't find them in the list under contact name, I can click this link here, can't find who you're looking for, put in a name, a last name, and an email address, and that will send an invitation email to that person where they can create an account. So let's do that quickly. So an invitation email will be sent to Joe. Nova will create an account for them. That account won't be completed until Joe assigns himself a password and completes his profile. But there is an account created, and Joe can be entered as the project director. So once I've done all the required fields, yes, I agree to this number. I add my project director, and I certify. One note that you can request changes to this certification up until the point that the headcount certification becomes locked when all districts have certified their headcount. So let's run through the other scenario. We'll click on Antelope Valley CCD. And in this case, we do not agree with the current year headcount number. So I'm going to click no. When I do that, this field becomes editable, and I'll be asked to put in a new headcount number. So I'm just going to put in 8,000. You'll see that our percent change is calculated. If this percentage change is a difference of 15%, either a positive 15% or a negative 15%, you will be required to explain why such a large change in your headcount. So I'm going to demonstrate that by adding another 0 here. And we've got an amazing increase in headcount, and you'll see that this second narrative box pops up, which is required. Explain the significant change, more than 15%, that has occurred in one or more of the colleges in your district. So that would be required anytime there's a 15% change in either direction. And I'm going to remove that for this example. So I've clicked no. Please explain. So I'm just going to put in a simple example. Obviously, you would want to put a much more descriptive reason on why you are not agreeing to the current number that is listed there. And this would be the process after you have gone through the process of updating this headcount number in the MIS system. So one thing that the monitor is going to do is validate that this number is also the number that is currently in MIS. So what you're doing by clicking this box is assuring the monitor that you have gone through the trouble of already updating the MIS system. We have our project director that we have entered, which is also a required field. And once we have done that, we can click certify. And again, we can request changes to this up until the point that it becomes locked. So if I come back here, I can see the status of everybody. This will become locked when all of these that say draft are in a certified state, at which point the allocations can be made to all of the districts, and you'll be notified when your application becomes available for completion. Thanks for tuning in. As always, if you have any questions, you may click the help desk to view instructional videos or to send us a note. Thank you very much.